Hello. I just wanted to go over some of the Schoology things because I'm not using Blackboard. I thought it would be helpful for some of you to see some of the differences in Schoology. And so I'm updating. If you watched the previous video, not really talking about much different. I'm just using actually our IT 630 course instead of the GS 390 course to kind of go over some things. When you first log in, you're always taken to kind of the home screen, and you'll always find your courses up here in the Courses tab just by clicking on it. If you had a different code for a different course, you could click Join. Otherwise, you can find that course in here, so I'll navigate out to IT 630 for you. Once you're in the course, you'll see kind of the basic layout. You'll see a few things in here that I have control over because I'm the instructor that you may see, kind of shift in buttons. One of the big ones that I want to point out to you first is something everyone in the class must do if you're new to Schoology and haven't done this before, and that's change your time zone settings. Schoology comes in and it assumes that everybody's at Greenwich Mean Time, so it doesn't actually read your time zone settings in your computer to set up your account, which means that all of your due dates are actually about 6 hours after when they're really due. So in order to avoid late assignments, you should notice that all of your assignments are due at 11:59 p.m. On the due dates. For instance, these discussions over here that I'm kind of highlighting. In order to make that change, just go ahead next to your name, click the little drop down arrow here, and then go into account settings. In the account settings section, you'll notice that you can set up your title and information here, but the big one is the time zone. So always choose America Chicago, which is Greenwich Mean Time -6, and then hit Save Changes. Once you've done that, it will update your calendar in all of your classes. You can also go to notifications here. I'll point this out to you. And you can turn off if you're getting a lot of emails when everybody posts to a discussion post or something. You can come in here and set up your notification preferences. Generally, if I receive private messages, I only have those turned on because I check it regularly. But you can turn those on and off as you so choose. You can also have notifications sent to you via text message as well. So those are completely up to you. Those are totally optional. I'll go back to the course page just for a moment here, and I'll explain just a few things. How I've laid everything out, your course syllabus, in here you'll find obviously the course syllabus in our introduction video, or actually it's a previous version right now. I'll remember to update that just after this. And you'll notice everything is in here. It's basically, so everything is paperless for this course. I won't be distributing any paper, but that information is there. In addition, there's a blue folder called Course Tutorials. The course tutorials will have the Schoology tutorials, lynda.com, Google Calendars, Find a Time. So anything I reference in class, and those will be here on really like the how-tos, how to run different softwares that you'll be required to know. In addition, I have tech resources. I don't have anything in there right now, but if there are any tech resources that I can provide or you think should be included, let me know and we can put some stuff in there. And then out here you'll see all of the green folders. Those are the learning modules. So I will also place in the calendar, I'll place dates as to when the learning modules begin. You can look at the calendar. Let's talk about calendar just for a second here. You have all the upcoming assignments are listed here, and it kind of goes on in perpetuity. And there's more after February 15th. It's just not showing. When January 11th passes, that will drop off the calendar, and then the next thing will show down below. But if you ever find yourself you've passed a due date or something like that, you can always go to the learning module page, and you'll notice that discussion is also listed in the learning module. So they only expire off the calendar when they're due, but they'll always hang out in the learning modules folder. Kind of also going back to this, there's some view options here that when you click on the actual little calendar icon right here, it will pull up the calendar in a large view. So you can actually thumb through all of it, and you can go backwards in the calendar and see what else was due during that time. If you have multiple Schoology classes, another professor or different classes using this, you can actually, all of your stuff will fill in on this calendar for you. So that's always good to know that that's out there too, and they're always linked back to where you go. You also have two more folders here, the midterm and the final project. Those will be updated in just a few probably another week or two with the midterm project and then the final project. They will be different from previous semesters, so if you know someone who took the course before, you can expect to see something different in there. Also, on all of the assignments, let's go to, this is a discussion post because it's got the icon for discussion posts. The quizzes will all have these icons. Those are not all in yet, but they will be populated. So it's good to always check this at least once a week, if not more often throughout the time, to make sure that you're not missing any of the assignments or things have not been added. If there's no class and I know in advance, I'll put those dates up on the calendar as well. Right now it's just February 10th and 12th. I'm expecting I'll be out of town those days at a conference, so I will not be in attendance those days. On the assignments, there is a nice option for you. When you'll see your submit buttons will be over here. Mine are not there because I'm the instructor again, but you'll see everything that's required for the project. And then you'll also notice that you have a grading rubric here. Down below you have comments, so you can ask questions there. You can and you can even answer other people's questions there too. So it's a really good place for discussion, so that this can be a 24-hour learning environment. So I encourage you to use that. As far as your course, your account, this course access code was emailed to you. If you're watching this video might be outdated for previous semester, but I'm just reusing it again. You'll notice that on that code might be different, so always use the one that's in the email. Once everybody's joined the course, I'll reset this because I don't want if you forget your username or password, please don't create a second account. Please just email me. I'll email you back your username and I'll reset your password for you. That way you're not in my gradebook multiple times. If you're in my gradebook multiple times, I might end up deleting some of your assignments and then grades become an issue. So please do not add yourself to the course again if you forget usernames or passwords. Always just email me. I'm happy to reset those for you. The course code will stop working after a certain point, only because I'll reset it so people don't do that. That should be it in a nutshell. You can join other groups and things on here, but not required. You can update your profile. I do ask that you add a picture to your profile. So when you click on your name over here, you'll have an opportunity to edit the picture. By editing the picture, that allows me to see who's who. That way we kind of know each other a little bit more personally. I know that's not, for some of the online students, that's not going to be the best, but this will help. So I do ask that everybody put a picture, a nice close picture of your face. Don't use one from a distance because they show up in my gradebook as thumbnails, and if it's too far away, I can't see the face that goes with it. It will really help me with learning names and kind of keeping everybody straight in the class, because there are 65 people taking the course this semester, so that will really help me out with that. That should be it. If you have any questions as you go through, please let me know. Happy to assist in any way that I can. For the online students, you'll be receiving emails that will just say, in the email subject, I'll just put online. Otherwise, everybody will receive. Online students are also mixed in here with the in-class students. So even though things will be the assignments will all be the same, the way we get about learning the material will be a little bit differently. So I thought it would be best, we'll try it out, putting you guys all in the same group and see if that works out better for everybody. So shall see you in class. Online students, if you have questions, please let me know, and I'll be happy to answer those for you. Thank you.